So when Mr. George Floyd was killed, I realized that I have an African-American son with an invisible disability, which was very concerning for me, being stopped by law enforcement. So I created a conversation that I felt Eric could comprehend, and I said, Eric, what if me and the other moms of your friends took you guys to the movies? Something breaks out in the movie theater, and we're next door having coffee, the moms and I. Let's say there's something break out in the movie theater, and the police are called. Let's say the police come in, and they're speaking to you guys in an authoritative voice, and they're saying, put your hands up, put your hands up. I said, put your hands up. Don't reach for your phone to call me. That could be very, very dangerous. Yell out, I have autism. Yell out, someone call my mom, and yell out my number. He started to cry. He said, Mom, I can do that, but the police would shoot my friends that have autism because they're different. They're not going to do what they say. They're going to run, and they're going to be scared. So he said, we got to do something, and we got to do something now with such urgency. And then he came to me, and he said, he's always loved politics all his life, God and politics. And he said, Mom, can you take me to Congress? And I'll let him tell you what he said.
I remember when George Floyd was killed, my mom had to talk with me, and I was so emotional because I was not thinking about myself. I would think about my friends who have autism, others who have hidden disability. So I told my mom I wanted to go to, at that time, Madam Speaker's office, Nancy Pelosi, to talk to her about some bills that can have some training with the police and how to communicate with people with hidden disabilities, like me and my friends who have autism.
But you came up, Eric, with this fantastic idea called Eric's ID Law. Tell us about that.
Eric's ID Law is a voluntary selection, so it put logos onto the ID. So it's like the A for autism, A resident for autism. And inside it's the puzzle pieces.
For your driver's license or a or just an ID.
It says anything.
It's voluntary.
State ID.
Yes.
It's voluntary.
Yes.
It can work on college ID, school ID, anything that resident ID.
Right. So it could have autism on it, mental health on it. It could have ADHD, invisible disability. That is brilliant.
Yeah, that is brilliant. And Linda, I know you're trying to get this bill passed in Maryland.
Yes.
What is the status of it right now?
So the status of the bill right now is, unfortunately, it didn't pass this session, but we are hoping and praying that it will pass next session. And then speaking of that, I would really just like to give a big thank you and appreciation out to the two delegates who are representing this bill from the House side, which is Delegate Janelle Wilkins and Delegate Kim Taylor, who is here today in the audience. We want to say thank you for that. And we really want to thank, and we would also really like to thank Senator Will C. Smith, who is sponsoring and chairing the bill. He has done an amazing job to help us get this bill out and passed. And the last person we would like to thank is Mr. Carlos King, who has given us an opportunity to document this mission to get Eric's Law passed. We would like for the world to stand in support with us. We need your help. We need your support. Please help us because people are dying every day, especially people of color. Please help us.
So there you have it. Eric, you are the man. And thank you for doing this. Thank you for doing this because this is remarkable. And if we can get people, to understand why it's important, it's not something you have to do. It is voluntary. You can do it if you choose to do it. Check out our website for more information on the Blue Runway for Autism and the work they're doing on Eric's ID Law.